Hello everyone. This video record is the presentation of my final report on course EEE6512. And my name is Xinghua Song, the graduate student in University of Florida. My topic is compare and improvement in super resolution reconstruction methods. There are 5 parts in my presentation. The first part is the introduction of super resolution reconstruction. The second part is several exist methods and the evaluation of each method. The third part is compare the exist methods and judge their performance. Then analyze an improvement method. The fourth part is a new idea I raised up when I do the project. Actually, when I'm about to finish the project. And the last part is the conclusion. Part 1. Super Resolution Reconstruction. Super-resolution reconstruction is a technique restoring high-resolution image through one or series of low-resolution images. It is meaningful because it is totally relied on software, without any development in hardware. The method in software is easy to achieve and more convenient. The two image shows how a HR image may change to a LR image. You can see, after the atmosphere blue effect, motion effect, camera blue effect, downsampling effect, and the additional noise, we get the LR outcomes. Part 2. Several methods and evaluation. I suppose to introduce 4 methods in this presentation because they are kind of classic. And there are also lots of other methods generated from these 4 methods. The first method is frequency method. By the way, in the presentation, I may focus on the idea of method instead of particular mathematical process. Those are on my final report. The frequency method, raised by Tisa and Huang, is the basic of super resolution reconstruction. It focuses on frequency domain, solve the problem through DFT method. The global movement of the image may influence the frequency domain, and the relationship can be expressed by mathematical equation. After calculation, then use Fourier inversion, we can get the reconstruction image. The advantage is that the theoretical basic is really simple and it occupies little resource. Well, the disadvantage is that it needs each pixel in the image has same movement. That is too hard to achieve in realistic program. So even though it is basic, few people focus on frequency methods now. The second method is alternative back projection method. The main point of this method is supposing the original HR image and LR image have a projection relationship. Find the back projection parameter and get the estimate image through iteration. The advantage is simple theoretical basic, same with the frequency method, but better than frequency method, it do not need global movement anymore. The disadvantage is that a back projection parameter may not be used in all situations. It is not convenient and it is hard to add constraint conditions to it. The next method is called regularization method. Super resolution reconstruction is a yield post problem, which means the small change in internal condition may make the result change a lot. When solving this kind of problem, the purpose is not only finding a way to do approximate change makes the problem well posed, but also the solution of change problem should be as close to the original solution as possible. This seems like a paradox. So, we need a method to get compromise called regularization. The advantage is that there are many regularization methods, which means this method is more flexible and we can add constraint conditions to it, makes it more controllable. The disadvantage is the high complexity in calculation, and the choice of regularization parameter is also the problem, which I will focus on later. The last method is the MAP, maximum posterior probability method. This method changed the image reconstruction problem to an estimate problem in statistics. According to a kind of prior probability, find the maximum of the posterior probability as the reconstruction image. The advantage is basically same with the regularization method. Flexible, can add constraint condition, while the disadvantage is still high complexity in calculation. The next part is compare and improvement. From the left to the right are the simulation of IBP, MAP, and the regularization method. First, judge the IBP method. Through watching, the quality of picture have truly improved. The LR image is more blue than the reconstruction image. The judge of MAP method is also the same. The outline of the woman in the reconstruction image is more clear. The last image shows the regularization method. We can see the change more clear when I do the program presentation or in the next page. As I said before, the regularization parameter alpha may influence the performance of method. That means when the alpha can be changed in each time's iteration. The iterative alpha can do it. It makes the method can be applied in more complex environment. To show the performance of alpha more clearly, I introduce Gaussian noise to the LR image. It can be seen in the form that the iterative alpha do not make the calculation more complex. The processing time is basically same, and the PSNR has a few improved. It can be seen that the two large alpha, such as alpha equal 1.5 or two small alpha, such as 0, may all make the reconstruction quality decline. 4. A new idea. When about to finish my project report, I come up with a new idea about super resolution reconstruction. Use the adaptive distributed network to do it. Distributed network is a set of nodes that can communicate with their neighbor node and exchange information. It always be used in signal estimate area. The adaptive means nodes can adjust their own estimate value during the iteration, but and then look at the PPT. Consider LR image is a signal and read by different nodes in the network respectively. Different LR image has different information of original picture. Then the node will communicate with each other, changing their own estimate value. After several times iteration, the estimate value can be used as reconstruction image. It is an idea now, and I have finished a part of code. The last part is conclusion. What is my topic? My topic is super resolution reconstruction, and what did I do? I learned several methods, do simulation on MATLAB, compare the method performance, compare and analyze the performance of an improvement method, and then raise a new idea. What did I learn from this project? I learned the observation results sometimes may totally different with the calculation result. We should rely on experiment result, and the performance of a method is related to a lot of elements. It's hard to judge it without a lot of experiments. Thanks a lot. And my next step is the demonstration of my MATLAB code. The first is the IBP method. As we can see from the image, the reconstruction image is more clear than the LR image. The letter in the image can be read easily than LR image. Then This is MAP method. To make the performance more clearly, I introduce Gaussian noise to the image. Here is the result. The noisy point is extremely reduced in the reconstruction image. It means the method is truly effective. Then we run the regularization method. As we can see, the result is same as before. The method is effective and this is the curve of alpha. Then we change the alpha from alternative to a constant value such as 1.5 and run the program again. And we can see the PSNR is lower than before, which means the alternative alpha is truly worked. And the next step is to run the adaptive distributed network simulation. I put the n equal to 1000, which means we do 1000 times iteration and run 10 times to get more effective result. And here we go. From the MSE curve, we can see that the reconstruction of input random signal is really success. The next step is to introduce it to image processing area. And that's all. Thanks for watching.